Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Around the Town with Chuck. My name is Chuck Guglielmo, a weekly interview show where we talk with interesting people around the community. And we are taping the show on Monday, September the 11th. And my guest today is the events manager, director of the New Leaf Event Center, Brandon Mullins. Welcome to the show, Brandon.
Hello.
Of course,
Hello,
Brandon
everybody.
has been with us before.
I have.
And I learned something from you before, and I'm going to have you start with that because you did such an outstanding job. I never thought, by the way, Brandon is also the assistant band director of the Conneaut High School Spartan Marching Band.
It's true.
And you did something on this show last year when I had you on that I thought nobody could be as good or better than Mr. Dave Simpson when it comes to announcing the band. So,
Yes.
Again, give us your opening statement. You do the road games.
Yes, I do the road games and then away band shows.
Give us that first announcement when you get ready to do
ladies and
halftime.
gentlemen part?
Yep. As
All right.
loud as you can do it. You're in the stadium. Go ahead.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen! There you go.
Outstanding. Do you shake when you do it?
Oh, yeah, I put all my heart into it.
Yeah.
I think it gets the kids excited.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It really does.
And the crowd.
And the crowd. Yeah, it gets everybody pumped up. Well, let's start with the band.
Okay.
You're assistant band director.
I am.
I'd have to think now, watching them last year and watching so far this year at the home games, that it's got to be a treat not to have the visiting band in because we get to hear you guys play longer at halftime.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania doesn't bring their bands, do they?
No, and I don't know if they are going. I don't know if they normally don't. I don't know how the Pennsylvania Conference works really. So
It's just weird that they
Yeah.
don't bring it. At least the close ones like Gerard. Well, we'll see
I think
if they do.
I think it's because their bands are more of like they're like they do shows on Saturday and they rest their band on Fridays. From what I understand, it's like a more like a core band, like marching competition kind of thing. And
But when you go to Pennsylvania schools, they have a band there at the game, right?
yeah, they have a band there, but their half times are like shorter. Sometimes they only get like 15 minutes at halftime sometimes, rather than the full 20 that we get. It's very different.
Well, I like that we get the whole halftime at home
I do too.
because now I'm hearing my favorite tune. Do you know what that is?
Long Train?
Long Train Running.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I'm going to hear it on homecoming night. Usually we do on homecoming night, right?
Yeah. Usually all the like last year, all of the alumni came back and we all played with the band and we played Long Train and Ain't Been Good and a couple of other ones. And I assume we'll do the same this year. The kids, it's always exciting for the kids. They like to play the OU tunes because this is an OU town.
Yeah.
So,
How many band members do we have?
it's.
Counting the drill team.
I'll tell you what, we started with 79 like this summer and it's been growing. We've been actually adding kids.
Wow.
As it's been going on.
That's a good thing.
So Miss Rice is doing a wonderful job.
And her first name is Heather?
Heather, of actually growing this program. And I see nothing but good things in the future. She's pretty awesome. So
Years ago when George Wojtek was our band director, we used to have like a band-orama night. We don't offer that here anymore, do we?
no, it hasn't been done in a long time. I had it whenever I was here. It's been talked about, but there was a lot of things with it. When the new stadium was built, the problem is that when we bring other bands in, we don't always have the seating for them, from what I understand. So I'm hoping in the future we can bring like a band night kind of thing back. But I don't know.
Do any other schools offer like a band night?
Oh
or
yeah,
a band-
Jefferson does a band night. There's the Edgewood Warrior Band night.
Do we participate in those?
Yep, we do Lakesides, and then we also do Grand Valleys. I think those are the four big ones that usually do them every year. So we do those as well.
I think you do a great job with the band. I really do. I like, of course, my favorite part is the fancy footwork, of course, that the Spartans do, and they did a couple of those last Friday night.
Oh yeah, you talking about the dances?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, those kids had a lot of fun. We did monkey rolls for the first time in years.
When they're done doing all that exercising, how do they get up and get ready to blow the instruments again? Aren't they out of breath?
That's what they train for.
Yeah.
Come on.
And plus they're 17.
They're 17 years old. They're a lot younger than we are. If I do that, I don't know if I could get back up and do it anymore. I'd try. Good group of kids.
As I said, Brandon is the director or manager? What do you call yourself? Manager of the event center at New Leaf, right?
It's actually director of operations now.
Director of operations.
Yes.
Okay, and that is growing.
Yes, we are growing.
Quite a facility. Now this is what, third year, second year?
This is this is going into the third year soon here. Well, June was our second year anniversary, so we're now going into the third. Yeah.
A lot of the events you have there deal with music, theater.
Yeah, and a lot of music, a lot of theater. Like I'm trying to do a comedy series. I'm trying to get one show in November and then in January, and then lead up to I don't know if you know this, but we've done a Valentine's Day comedy show every year for the last 2 years and gotten nice comedians from out in California.
Great entertainment.
Yeah, some great entertainment. So we're going to do that again this year. And then we've had plays out there. I don't know if you saw the Christmas play that we put on last year at New Leaf, but that was a pretty big success. And we are built for that kind of arena. Mm-hmm. The sound is really good.
The seating out there, I think I went on the internet and got some stuff. You can put 1,000 people in that place.
1,000 seated for concert style, yes.
Mm-hmm. Like 700, I think I saw on here somewhere for weddings or something like that.
Yeah, for like weddings or reverse raffles or anything, banquets of any kind. We can do long tables, and we can fit about 750 in there. No dance floor is 750, but we can fit them in there.
Sure. So, what about craft shows? Have you ever had any of those there?
I've never done a craft show, but it is something I'm interested in. Never got it all together, but I do plan on looking at it this year because I think we have an excellent venue for a craft show. I don't know if anyone was out there. Last year we had the Business Expo out there, and we have the room, and we can do a lot of up to like 100 vendors out there. So I think it would be a really cool thing to do.
Sure. Yeah. I was reading here also on the internet. Doesn't matter how big or how small the event is, you take them in, right?
Yeah, we did a 15-person wedding and reception out there. So it can really, you can be as big as you want, and you can be as small as you want, and we cater our packages. You bring me a budget, and I try to work with it as best that I can. That's one of the big things I think a lot of places don't have is that flexibility, and I like to be flexible because we like to incorporate everybody. Mm-hmm.
Now, do you go out looking for stuff to bring there, or people come to you, or does that work both ways?
It does work both ways. Sometimes I'll go out and I have like these crazy ideas. This year, one of my crazy ideas is I want to bring in a Christmas auction.
Why is that crazy? I like that idea.
Oh, well, good. I'm hoping that everybody likes that idea.
That's not crazy.
Bringing semi-trucks full of stuff and then auction everything off real cheap so people can, get some nice things for Christmas. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm working on that now. Let's see. What was the other thing you asked there? I'm sorry. Drawing a blank.
I'm drawing a blank too because I don't remember what I asked.
No, but I mean, events both ways. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we had a troupe that came to us the other day. It's a dinner theater. They're thinking about coming out here this way. Comedians reach out to me all the time. That's why I want to start a comedy tour here. It's kind of fun. You get this hype going on, and you get all these people that are wanting to come out.
Speaking of comedians, do you know Denny Glasser?
I do not.
He is a terrific comedian. He does it in Chicago, but he comes home every so often. So
he should hit me up.
Check him out. I'll tell him to hit you up. He's outstanding.
I would love to have someone from Conneaut, from the area.
Yeah, he is out. He's just an outstanding kid. Period.
That's great.
But he's a great entertainer as well. You had something you were telling us on the show last year. I think you're continuing it this year. It's called the Fifth Quarter Red Zone after high school football games.
Yes.
And I understand that's growing as well.
Yeah, we did our first one in August, at the end of August there in that first home game, and we just had our second one last Friday night. We range anywhere from 225 to 275 kids.
Wow, and we're talking what, grades 6 through 12?
6 through 12, yeah, just about anything and everything. It gets a lot to handle. There's that many kids running around.
And it's all free.
It's all free. It's actually paid for sponsors such as like Ann Wiley Insurance is a big sponsor of ours. Lakery Automotive.
Yeah, they're all right here.
Oh yeah, Heavenly Creamery. All these guys.
Ahead, give them credit.
Yeah, Marcy's Funeral Home. You guys make it all happen. Moose Lodge and Downtown Coaches Club. Everybody. Gertie's Pharmacy. Without them, we would not be able to do that for these kids.
I think that's just terrific. And of course, that's to keep them busy after the game
Right.
instead of doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
Right. One of our biggest contributors this year that we didn't have last year was the Conneaut Foundation. Gave us a nice grant for the kids this year, which is fantastic. So, but yeah, the first one we had a dodgeball tournament. This last week we had a volleyball tournament. Then we're going to do a game tournament. And then the last one is the fun one. We're getting toilet bowl racers.
Uh-oh.
They're little go-karts that are made out of toilets that look like toilets, and they can race around the event center like a little go-kart.
Wow.
The kids are excited about that one.
Some of the other things you had, I think, last year was First to 11 concert was there for the Red Zone.
Yep, that was actually a teenage band that I brought in from Erie, and they played a whole show for our kids, live concert, and they were really, really good.
You had an ice cream social to go along with it.
Did they what?
You had an ice cream social to go along with
Ice
that.
cream social to go along with it. We are doing that again this year. I have to reach out and get my helpers for that. But yep, we'll do that again.
You mentioned the dodgeball tournament. Game night. What was game night about?
Okay, so game night is when I buy a bunch of game systems or like pool tables or ping pong, like different games, and I set them up around the event center. So we had, I think, 10 screens with 10 different video game systems on it with all these different games like Wii's and Xbox Ones. Then we had cards for card games. Basically, it's like a full game night, and then we'll usually do a tournament or something along those lines and give out prizes for the night. Every fifth quarter gives out prizes. Completely free to the kids. They sign up, we raffle them, we just draw a name, and some lucky kid gets some cool prizes for the night.
I think it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
And then you had a Halloween bash.
Yeah, the Halloween bash we did the last 2 years. This year we're switching it up. We're not doing a Halloween bash. That's whenever I'm bringing in those toilet bowl racers instead. But we're still going to... I might do something for the high schoolers because they won their game of dodgeball, and they want me to throw a basketball tournament for them. So I think I'm going to do that for them. I don't know a date yet on that, but it will be either in this football season or I plan to do this all year. This year it will not end at football season. I'm going to go into basketball season.
I heard that.
And then spring, and then maybe in summer I'll open up the event center out there for the kids to come during the day to give them something to do. I just think I'm already moving on it, so I think we should keep going.
Now, when you say basketball, though, now, are you talking the weeknight games or just the weekend games? Because they play 2-3 different times, boys, girls, too.
Right. I think what's going to happen with the basketball, because sometimes it's later, and sometimes, I'm not sure what days, because it's weeknights. I might just say this Friday, basketball night at the event center, or some kind of a fifth quarter for basketball season, and it won't be necessarily after the basketball games, but it'll be on a week, a certain week. Be like, this week's going to have a fifth quarter on Friday, and then hopefully the kids will come to it. I'm going to see how that works. I have a feeling that they're going to come out and support.
Obviously, you're at all of these.
Yes.
Who else is there for supervision-wise, chaperones or anything like that?
Yeah, oh yeah, we always have a list of chaperones. I have some faithful chaperones that are always there, but we also have a police officer. Usually from our church is where we get a lot of our chaperones from.
They're volunteering their services.
Volunteer their service. And this is one thing that I don't know if anyone knows, but I don't take any money out of fifth quarter myself or anything else. Like, this is completely a charitable donation from me to the kids because I think our kids deserve
outstanding.
it. Yeah.
That is great.
And it's fun for me.
If somebody wanted to hold an event there,
Yes.
I know you had, there's a form here you had it on your website where you can write down what you want to do, but you said they can also call you or email you as well?
Text, email, call, whatever they want. I am available on all kinds of different medias because it's easier for me throughout the day to get back to someone in a text if they want to come see it. What generally happens is they call me, they tell me the event that they're looking at. If it's like a wedding, I'll say, I would love to hear your vision about it, and I'd like them to come out and see a tour, and then we could sit down, because when they see the place, then their ideas start moving about what they can do. So that's what I like to do. And it goes for baby showers or, any other thing. We don't have to have just weddings. It's everything. Corporate events, Christmas parties, we can do anything and everything.
Brandon, the email, is this the email newleaf@gmail.com?
Currently, we are giving our website an actual overhaul. So it'll be a new website soon. And then we probably will have a new domain and email with that one. But that is the current one, yes.
You have some sponsorship levels as well?
Yes.
Like a platinum level?
Platinum level.
Gold level?
Yep.
And you have a silver level and a bronze level?
Yep.
Talk about them.
Talk about them. Okay, so... Yeah, he's got him here for it. So basically, for fifth quarters or for any event, it doesn't necessarily have to be for fifth quarters. It just seems that everybody likes to support fifth quarters, so that's what I mostly look for first. Basically, we give you all these different things if you become a platinum level member, and you can go on the website and it's all spelled out there of what you get. But if you wanted to throw a promotion video, if you're a business, we would let you put up. We have 3 beautiful screens that we can put up for the kids, and you can throw a promotional video. We've had a couple of companies take advantage of that. Full display ad in our event programs or our event. If we throw out a flyer in there, they're always in there at least. We do sponsors' name and logos on all flyers and posters. You're always mentioned at the fifth quarters. Like I'll pick a sponsor for the night, and I'll say, like Ann Wiley Insurance is giving away these 3 Echo Dots that we have for the kids tonight. So that's all part of our platinum level. It's a little bit of everything. But if that's not for you, we go all the way down to what we call a bronze level, and it's just for one event or all events. But you're listed on the screen at least. You are in the program flyers and you're on the event flyers. Everything else builds up from there. There's a lot more perks the more that you give. So it's a great way to get exposure to kids if that's what you're looking for. Seeing that we have anywhere from 200 to 300 out in a single night, and they're not always the same ones. I'm very surprised all the time by the different kids that come out and then come back, and then they bring their friends. Maybe one day I'll need another building.
At these fifth quarter events, do you see different kids, or is it usually the same group that comes?
There's always the group that comes. The ones that have gotten really good at dodgeball or gotten really good at basketball, like they have their group that they'll bring in to try to beat everybody again. So it's nice to see different kids coming back, but we always see new kids because we always have new kids coming up. Either they've heard about it from last year, or they're friends of people that already come. I don't know for sure if I get people from different cities, but I would assume because it's open to everybody. It's not just for Conneaut, I want to make sure it's a safe place for anyone that wants to do something for fun.
Do some of your band members attend?
Oh, yeah.
Football players probably
Football
not.
players attend?
They do come.
Yeah.
They're not all tired out.
Oh, yeah, they're tired, but they want to play dodgeball. They're going to play dodgeball.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, dodgeball is our biggest. I think they love it. Like, it's so fun to watch them because I'll open up the entire place and I'll put one, this year I did high school versus middle school, and I had them play each other, and that was pretty fun to watch.
You have music going?
Oh, yeah, music going. We just put on a mix of today's hits. So it's not, just kind of mood music, keeps them interested.
Do you find that you see more high schoolers or middle schoolers, or is it about an even balance?
There's more middle schoolers, I would say.
Oh, now that surprises me.
Yeah, but there's always been more middle schoolers since the beginning. It's slowly gotten to the high schoolers, and I think eventually those middle schoolers will keep coming into high school, and then we'll see a balance of them. But at first it was just middle schoolers, but we are getting quite a few high schoolers now.
What gave you this idea?
Honestly, I was sitting at home trying to think of cool things to do at the event center, and I was sitting with my wife and her sister and my brother-in-law now, and he's like, what's really cool? Be like, if we had some kind of thing you could go with it whenever we were kids, and he's like, we never had that, and I was like, that'd be really cool to start. I have a facility for it, and I could do that, and it just kind of I just tried it, and that's where the idea came from. He gave me the idea, the spark to oh yeah, we could do this and this and this. Very creative person. Is
it by word of mouth, or do you give the announcements to the schools to give to the students during the day?
It's by both, but the schools are a major help.
Supporters of it?
Yes, they help me out. Mr. Neal and everybody from the whole administration, really, they all help me out.
It truly is a great administration, isn't it?
It's pretty fantastic.
From Lori down.
Yes. Oh yeah, Mrs. Riley. I like her.
Yeah, I like her a lot too. The weddings that you hold there, catering. Do you cater, or do people bring? Can they hire their own? How does that work?
Okay, so you can do, like I told you, I say we're very flexible. So you can bring in your own food if you like to. You're not allowed to cook in our kitchen if you are not licensed, but you can cook before and bring in your own food for a wedding. We've had a couple weddings do that. You can bring in. You can have your choosing of catering. You can do Waters Catering, Phil's Catering, Miolas. There's sweet and savory. There's all kinds of different caterers around. Any of them are more than welcome to come and cater in our kitchen. And then recently, we have been doing some catering out of New Leaf itself. We call it New Leaf Catering, but Pam from our kitchen, she does a fantastic job, and she has catered some events for us. And so really, we do really all of them, all three, all the different ones that you said there.
Volunteers. Everybody always looks for volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody wanted to volunteer at New Leaf. Do they just call you, or they call the church? What do they do?
Well, there's two different things. First, they can call me or text me or email me. And then what I'll do is I tell them, I don't know if you ever heard of signup.com.
No, I have not.
But what I do is I list my events on this signup.com. And all you do is I will email you a link, and you click on there, and it shows all the events that I currently have available to do if you want to volunteer for. My hope is that one day that students who need community service hours will come on my website. I have all these listed on signup.com of what I need help with, and they can sign up right there.
Boy, what a way to get those hours.
Right. I mean, like I have shifts 3 hours, 4 hours. If you want to stay the whole night, you can sign up for multiple shifts, and I can always use the help. I love working with kids anyway, so...
what about adult volunteers?
Adults, same way.
Same thing.
Yep, you just have your email, you sign in with your email, and it pops up all the stuff that I have available at the time. And
what might be a few things that you would have for them?
Set up and tear down. Believe it or not, it is very hard and it's very time consuming to take down all those chairs and put them all up and for each different event. And we have a lot of things going on during the week. So those are some of the things. Concessions. I help make food for if we're selling concessions. Sweeping, checking bathrooms. Just things that you can help me as through an event comes through. Make sure the trash is picked up off the ground. Tear down for any kind of event. Also, like if I have a carnival, running carnival games. Anything and everything, really. The possibilities are endless of what you could do.
Mm-hmm. What are your hours at the event center? If somebody wanted to have something, probably not, but if somebody wanted to have something late morning, early afternoon, are you open to that?
Yeah, so we're really open all the time. I mean, there's except for like Sunday mornings is like the only one that normally we can't accommodate for. But usually we can move around something if someone wants to have an event there. They just call me, tell me their date. I'll see what's going on that day. If I can move things around, I will. But you can really go anytime. Mornings, noon, night, whatever.
Somebody wants to schedule something there. It would be a pretty good idea to give you a pretty good advance notice.
Yep.
Particularly if it's a weekend, I would imagine.
Yep. Saturdays go fast. I'm already already completely booked for June and July for weddings /
for next year.
Yeah, already.
Already.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And into May.
Wow.
And also, advance notice is definitely the best way to go. If you're looking at getting an event out there, I wouldn't wait till the last minute.
Oh, valuable information from Brandon Mullins.
I try.
Well, you do a great job out there.
Thank you.
I know I said this last year. I'll say it again this year. I need to come out there and tour the place.
Anytime.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for you.
That's exactly what you told me last year, and you're telling me that again. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Brandon Mullins, my guest today on Around the Town with Chuck.